Alright guys, welcome back to another episode of Toy Collector Review with me, Sergeant Geek. And today, we're going to be taking a look at some DC figures. And we're going to be taking a look at some that I just got in the mail today. This is from a buddy of mine who's actually putting some of his collection up for sale. And I was able to buy some figures that I really wanted. Wasn't able to see for sale anywhere else. So, let's take a look at these right now. Let's open up this box. Alright, remember guys, these are used. They're not brand new on the card backs. But he's a good friend of mine. I'm not going to mention his name on the channel because I didn't get permission, so leave it at that. He's actually packed these up pretty good. Okay, the first figure here. Wow, he's really wrapped these up really good. Alright. It's the female member of the syndicate. I can't remember her name, but once we get on the turntable, I'm going to be able to pull up some information and we'll be able to go from there. That's a really cool figure, as you can see. He's really taking really good care of this figure here. So let's check the next one here. Let's see what's the next figure we got. Ooh. Alright, cool. Once again, this one is the Syndicate version of the Flash. That is pretty cool. Can't wait to get him on the turntable as well. I'm pretty sure they're all Syndicate. If I'm not mistaken, I think that's what I asked them for. So, let's see which one is the next Syndicate member. Alright, next one is the Syndicate version of Superman. Now, once again, guys, I can't remember these characters' names right now. But once I get them on the turntable, I'll be able to get a little bit more info for you guys. Right now, we're just opening up the box, taking a look to see what we got. Oh, this one is cool. This one I really like. I remember I liked him ever since I seen that episode of the Justice League. Here's the Syndicate version of Batman. He's like an owl. Now I'm wondering if he's anything like the Watchmen version, just the bad version. That would kind of like tie in those two universes together. Let's see, I think the last one is a Green Lantern, which I don't remember seeing a Green Lantern like on the cartoon episode, which is where I really learned about these Syndicate characters. Never really seen them in comic books, but yep, it's the Green Lantern version of the character. Once again, these characters are in really good condition, and let's not mess around. Let's go ahead, get everybody on the turntable, because I also got some other DC figures we're going to be taking a look at from the CW TV shows of Legends of Tomorrow, Arrow, Supergirl, and The Flash. So let's not mess around. We're going to make this video too long. But before we get to the turntable, once again, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell notification so you can be notified every time I put a video on this channel. And once again, don't forget guys, once we hit 100 subscribers, we're going to be doing that prize giveaway. I got 5 prizes for this first giveaway here once we hit 100 subscribers. So, if you guys want a chance to win anything, hit that subscribe button. Leave me in the comment below. Let me know what kind of prizes you guys are looking for. Maybe I got them already. Maybe it's something I can get my hands on. But I do have videos as well. If you go down the playlist, you'll see what prizes we're giving away, and you can check it out for yourself. So let's go ahead and let's get to the turntable. Alright guys, so the first figure we're going to take a look at is the Flash from the CW TV show. And this figure is great. This figure is really detailed. It actually looks like the Flash suit from the show from, I believe it's season 1 or season 2. I'm more inclined to think it was season 1. And it has a lot of points of articulation, so you can put them on display on your shelf in an amazing amount of poses. It is just really awesome. It's a really cool figure. I love what they did with it. It's just, there's nothing else I can say about it. But let's go on and let's move on to the next figure in this collection. Alright guys, the next figure we have is John Jones, the Martian Manhunter. Now as you can see, he looks just like the character in the TV show Supergirl. He has quite a few articulation points, and you can pose him quite a few different ways. And also he comes with that plant that actually traps him in a dream, as you can see right here. You can place it on his chest, and it kind of be like that episode when he was actually attached to the plant and he was dreaming he was back on Mars. But once again, this is a really cool figure. The only thing with these figures is they don't have cloth capes. They have the rubber capes, which has its good and bad sides. Good side is it's always articulated in that right posture. Bad side is when you try to pose them up in a different pose, you really can't flex it any other way. I wish they had some sort of material in between where you can actually take the cape and pose it up when you pose up your figures. But I guess that's for future figures. Alright guys, let's take a look at the next figure on the list. Alright guys, in here we have Ray Palmer, also known as the Atom. As you can see, this is depicted from Legends of Tomorrow. Once again, that is an excellent show. It has a very good plot line and story to it. If you haven't seen it, I suggest you watch it. It's a really good show. But take a look at the detail of the suit here on this action figure. It is amazing, and once again has many points of articulation. I even believe it has hip articulation in it. And you can see in his hand, the figure comes with a smaller version of Ray Palmer, so you can actually do all the different types of scenarios on your shelf or for kids playing. Once again, this is a great figure. It looks awesome on the shelf. I highly recommend getting this series of action figures from the CW TV shows. But let's keep going. We got some more figures to take a look at. So let's look at the next figure here on the list. Alright guys, the next figure we have here is the Flash from Earth 3. Now it's supposed to be Jay Garrick, but you can tell by the face that this is actually Hunter Zolomon, who is actually Zoom, faking and portraying Jay Garrick. Now it's cool, I like the way they did this, but I wish they actually would make a Jay Garrick figure. All the other characters have figures except for him. I think the actor was kind of robbed at that point, because the actor who actually plays Jay Garrick also plays Henry Allen, and he played the Flash in the original TV show back in the 90s, and I don't think he's ever had an action figure. I think it's about time they actually got him one. But once again, when you look at this figure, massively detailed, massively articulated. The helmet is removable, so you can put them in all types of poses. Once again, these figures are excellent. But let's keep going because we got a lot of figures to go through. So let's take a look at the next figure. Alright guys, the next figure we're going to be looking at is Hawkman. Now in the CW show, Hawkman is the reincarnation of an Egyptian prince. Unlike the Justice League animated cartoon, where I believe he came from a Hawk world and was some sort of law enforcement. But once again, looking at this figure, you can tell which actor it is. You can tell the character from the show. Once, like all the other ones, has many points of articulation, and he comes with his mace. The wings are really cool because you can spread them out, you can fold them up, and you can also fold them
back. You can do all kinds of different positions with him. It is a great figure to have if you're collecting these CW figures. Alright guys, let's go. We got, I believe, one more figure to look at before we hit the Syndicate. So let's take a look at this next figure. Alright guys, the last figure I have from this set is the Green Arrow, Oliver Queen. Now as you can see, this figure is massively articulated like all the other ones in this series. He comes with his bow and arrow and a quiver full of arrows, but don't let that fool you. It's just pretty much a clump of plastic shaped like arrows and painted up. But all in all, it is a great display piece for your shelf, especially if you like any of the shows. So far I got at least one action figure from each show, from Arrow, The Flash, Legends of Tomorrow. Now I need to see if I can get one for Batwoman, and I got one for Supergirl, but I need to get some more figures. So I am on the hunt looking for these figures, specifically from the shows from the CW. I really do like these shows. I love the way they did the Arrowverse, kind of like what Marvel did. It is really great. I hope they keep up the good work with these type of shows like this for DC. But now we're gonna get into the Syndicate. So let's go ahead and start looking at these Syndicate figures I got in today. Alright guys, we're gonna start off with the leader of the Crime Syndicate. This here is Ultraman. This is their version of Superman. He has all the same powers as Superman. Only thing is, he just uses them for evil instead of for good. But take a look at this figure right here. He is a great figure. It's got a lot of articulation to it, and it's gonna look really good on the shelf alongside my other DC figures. So let's go ahead and let's take a look at another Syndicate member. Alright guys, next we have here is Superwoman, and this is the Syndicate's version of Wonder Woman. Once again, it's a very detailed figure. She looks just like she did in the cartoon, and the face is sculpted really good. Once again, many points of articulation. Once again, I can't wait to get this up on the shelf and put it on display. So let's go ahead and let's look at another Syndicate member right now. Alright guys, and here we have Power Ring. They're the Syndicate's version of the Green Lantern. Now in the cartoon and this figure here kind of looks like Hal Jordan, so I'm assuming that's him. I must admit I didn't do much research into this character here, so I don't know what his secret identity name is, but I'm going with Hal Jordan because that's who he looks like. Once again, take a look. Massive articulation in it. It is a great figure. I just wish he had some sort of like Green Lantern or something like that, something to go along with the figure. I'm gonna look into that, see if there's any on eBay that I could possibly pick up, make this figure a little bit more special. But once again, this is a great figure. So let's go ahead. We got two more figures left on this list. Let's go ahead and knock them out, and let's take a look at the next figure right here. Alright guys, this is the Syndicate's Speedster, and he goes by Johnny Quick. Now, the Johnny Quick I know of is from the Justice League animated series that used to be on TV a while back, and they portrayed him a lot younger. Although this Johnny Quick is a lot older, it still is a great figure. And I did a little research on these figures, and I believe all these figures have come from the Walmart exclusive pack. Once again, they're really cool. I just can't wait to get them up on the display shelf and put them on display along with the rest of my DC figures. Guys, we got one more figure. This one portrays one of my favorite DC characters. So let's go ahead and let's get into them right now. Alright guys, the Justice League has the Bat and the Syndicate has the Owl. This is Owlman. Now once again, he is the equivalent of Batman for the Syndicate. He is just as smart, but also he is twice as dangerous. Now in the cartoon episode where the Syndicate appeared, Owl tried to destroy all the different realms of Earth through the multiverse in one shot. That is truly crazy and diabolical. I don't even think any other DC supervillain has even attempted to do something like that. But that goes to show the mind of Owlman. And once again, he's really cool. Now I kind of wonder, because you have the Watchmen, which I believe are DC as well, and they have an Owlman on the Watchmen. Now I wonder if any way, shape, or form in any multiverse is they connected with the Owlman from the Syndicate, from the Owlman of the Watchmen. I don't know if it's just something that just happened by chance, or is there some sort of backstory there. Hopefully I'll find out eventually. But once again, take a look at this figure right here. They got massive articulation. I just love the way they detailed the Owlman. He looks really cool, and I tell you, he's gonna look really cool in a battle pose against one of my Batman figures. I have so many Batman figures, I just don't know which one to put him up against. So that's gonna take some time. But until then, that's the end of this video right here, guys. Alright guys, that pretty much wraps up this video for today. Once again, if you're able to get some of these Syndicate figures for your display shelf, make sure you pick some up. They are really awesome. And once again, guys, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell notification so you can be notified every time I put a new video out. And once again, another quick reminder, once we hit 100 subscribers, we're going to be doing the 100 sub giveaway. I got a bunch of different prizes I'm going to be giving out, but we're going to start off with 5 prize winners. So once we hit 100 subscribers, we're going to go ahead and I'm going to give away 5 prizes to 5 subscribers. Totally free. You guys don't even pay for the shipping and handling. I got you covered. This is my way of showing you guys thank you for the support and supporting my channel and watching my videos. Once again, this is Sergeant Geek, and I'm signing off.